It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we'll see Jordan Love. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Packers and the Vikings on EA Sports.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look... Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Oh, the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. Finding space at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Ball start.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Love from the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The Vikings offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. McCarthy off the play fake. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you come ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
In motion, the tight end. Now McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Throwing is McCarthy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Love looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. Now 2nd and 5. An inside give to Jones. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. It fights him off. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play action this time with Love. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. On now as the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. And that's caught inside the 30. And it'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers 16.
That's a gain of 5.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Love now. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Back to the running game with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have a look at it, 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete here to the right to Bolden. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing is McCarthy. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hawkinson, a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Love from the gun. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Love. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Going back to Love.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Love looking to throw it. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Sanders' kick is good. And that
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good. For the Vikings, first down.
McCarthy off the play fake. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Completes this to Addison out left.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
McCarthy going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now McCarthy. And this one too low.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To the air with McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Love now. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
Again, it's Love. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Love. And that will be incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Packers get set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Love.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 21-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Operating from the gun. Love. Touchdown!
Luke Musgrave.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing is McCarthy. Addison hauls it in.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here's McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
This is caught.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Love.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Luke Musgrave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
To the air again, McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Mostert, they'll run with Mostert.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding, offense.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Love looking to throw it.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Love, they go play action now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here's Love.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Now a give right side. Lloyd. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Jacobs.
A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. They'll run it with Jacobs.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate.